What's going on? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all already know the vibes. I'm your host, Gab Bosa. We back with another one. We got the Times. Charleston White has clowned gangster rappers. Now, we know who Charleston White is by now. This dude, I don't know when to take him seriously because I never know when he's joking. But I know in the midst of all the characters that Charleston White tends to play, there's a real OG somewhere lost in that soul. And this dude, like, bro, he be trying to warn him. Bro. But we're gonna get into the times that Charleston White has clowned gangster rappers. Let's get right into it, yo.
A lot of rappers hate Charleston White more than anyone in the rap game.
Damn.
Charleston White went really viral for the first time when he started dissing King Von after Von died. After Von ran up on Quando Rondo in Atlanta and got killed by his homie Lil Tim, Charleston was all over social media clowning King Von and saying that he deserved to die. Before he got killed, Von was one of the hottest new rappers in the game and was making huge waves in the industry with his homie Lil Durk. Von came up repping O-Block in Chicago and was known for being one of the most savage dudes in the streets. And a lot of people were giving Von clout in the industry because he really came from the trenches. Von's death shook up the whole rap game, and almost everybody was showing love to him after it went down. But Charleston went a different way. Charleston told DJ Academics that Von deserved to die because he killed black people and called himself a demon.
King Von was going to be a killer, a man who killed black people. Fuck that idol. That idol is a demon, a self-proclaimed demon. Nigga, I don't ride with demons.
When Academics brought up how people didn't like Charleston celebrating Von's death, Charleston brought up how Von and all his homies used to diss Tuka.
You've turned his death into almost a celebration.
Well, tell that to the Tukaville people that's been smoking Tuka. They did Tuka like that for 11 years. I never even knew who Tuka was until last year. I never knew even who Tuka was. So you mean to tell me we can Tuka for 11, 12 years, and his mother is over in the corner pleading.
Tuka was a 15-year-old dude who was cool with some gangster
15?
disciples, and he ended up getting caught in a war between black disciples and gangster disciples and was tragically killed at a bus stop. Tuka was cool with a lot of GDs, but he wasn't really active in the trenches. He sold weed and stole clothes, but Tuka wasn't a shooter at all. That didn't stop the BDs from dissing him like crazy though. And on an track called How I Rob, King Von raps, smoking on his Tuka pack and it's loud as fuck. Phone them caught Tuka ass getting off the bus. I know Tuka mad as hell. He probably tired of us. But when I die, find Tuka ass and I'ma beat him up. Chief Keef was the one who kicked off the whole drill wave in Chicago, and he was dissing Tuka from the jump. On the track 300, Keef raps, "Bull is hot like the sun, nigga. She like Sosa, I'm a big fan. Bitch, I'm leaning like a kickstand. I'm high, I'm smoking ganja. Fuck a Tuka gang, bitch, I'm 300. Tuka's mom said when she heard Keef dissing her son on the radio, she called up the radio station to get it taken off the air, but the station just blocked her phone and kept playing the track.
Chief Keef's song was the first song that I heard diss my son on WGCI. And I had been calling them, trying to,
And never think about the mama pain.
Then who else gonna hurt it?
And never care about the mama pain.
So they put me on the block list, stuff like that, to keep me from calling it.
Charleston White said nobody was ever standing up for Tuka, but everyone was acting sad about King Von getting killed. Some people thought Charleston was right, even though he was being disrespectful. But King Von's homies obviously didn't feel the same way, and the situation sparked a beef with two other BDs from Chicago. 600 Breezy is a rapper from Chicago who's tied with Von. Breezy's been in the streets for a long time and got booked for selling crack in Iowa back in 2012. Then he came home to Chicago and got caught up in a war between the BDs and GDs. Breezy got shot 3 different times and survived all of it, and that's when he decided to hop in the booth. Breezy has a lot of respect in the city, but that didn't stop him from getting embarrassed by Charleston White. Charleston White got hired to go to a movie premiere in Mississippi, but what he didn't know is that 600 Breezy was in the movie. Charleston got picked up by some dudes at the airport, and they took him to a house in the middle of the hood, and 600 Breezy was already there. Charleston didn't know who Breezy was at the time, so when he saw him on the front porch of the crib, Charleston just dapped him up and went inside. Then a few minutes later, 600 Breezy came inside and tried to press Charleston over what he said about King Von. Charleston said he didn't know anybody in the room, but he still stood his ground and didn't back down to Breezy. Charleston told Breezy he was ready to die behind what he believed in, and that's when Breezy decided to just drop the whole thing. After it went down, Breezy told DJ Vlad that he actually had respect for Charleston for standing up for what he believed in, but he said if he saw Charleston again, that it was gonna be a problem.
Like, I respect the old nigga because he stood up for what he believed in. He basically like, shit, I'm on some better than us shit, but I'm like, you can't be trying to better us if you disrespecting black people and bringing them down or whatever, cool. So I politely was just like, look, listen here, when you see me outside of this setting, I'm just letting you know, man to man, that it's gonna be a problem.
Charleston said he was ready to throw hands with Breezy right there, but Breezy said there were a bunch of OGs in the room, and he didn't want to disrespect them by starting the fight. A lot of people clowned Breezy for talking after he got back down by Charleston, but Breezy told DJ Vlad,
he get the man, I come to Chicago, book me. I mean, we gonna book you then. And watch I show up with the whole sheriff's department. He's dangerous, bro. And he's dangerous for the fact that he'll throw a rock at you and then call the police on you.
Breezy wasn't the only one of Von's homies that got embarrassed by Charleston though. Charleston kept up the dissing against Von, and people started telling him that Lil Durk was gonna kill him over the situation. Charleston told Say Cheese TV,
Lil Durk ain't no bad motherfucker. No, man, bad motherfuckers don't have fat white baby mamas.
Dirk didn't respond to the diss, but Charleston wasn't finished yet. Charleston linked up with Lil Tim, who's the one who pulled the trigger on King Von. After they linked up, Charleston posted a pic of them together and said that he shook the legendary hand that pulled the trigger to slump and hump King Von. Somebody in the comments tagged Lil Durk, then Charleston responded and said, that dope fiend in rehab. Lil Durk had just gone to rehab to kick his addiction to codeine and Xanax, and Charleston wasn't gonna miss a chance to diss him about it. Charleston even sent shots at King Von's sister, Kayla B. Kayla said that she spotted Charleston and would have beat his ass, but the cops were right next to him. So Charleston clapped back and said that he would kill Kayla if she tried to put hands on him and that she would end up dead.
I'm not gonna lie, a dude like Charleston White is moving like a man that's nearly died but survived. Like, I have this thing where I notice that like people that actually survive death no longer fear the living. Like the 50 Cents of the world. Like, let's be honest, what can you tell a man that's been shot 8 times, including one in the face? You know what I mean? That's why I always think 50 Cent's a savage. He goes at whoever, whenever, right? Charleston White kind of has that kind of fearlessness, but he an old head, so it's kind of maybe he just been around for a long time. But I can imagine being as old as Charleston White, however old he is, beefing with young 20 and 30-year-olds, bro. But the way he's moving is clearly a man that's not afraid to die. Clearly.
Charleston even wrote a message to Von's mom on Instagram telling her he was proud that he shook the hand of the dude that killed her son, under the picture of him with Lil Tim. The BDs weren't the only ones in Chicago who had issues with Charleston, though. King Yella's a GD rapper who was tight with FBG Duck before he died, and he got pressed at Charleston after Charleston started speaking on FBG Duck. Charleston clapped back at Yella, but he didn't just diss him. Charleston took disrespect to another level and called Yella's 3-year-old daughter ugly.
And he got an ugly daughter. Yeah, he got an ugly yellow daughter.
Yella said that if he caught Charleston White, he was gonna smack him up.
I see him, I'ma smack the fuck out of him. Not punch him, I'ma smack him, I swear to God. I'ma smack the fire off him. I'ma smack fire from that boy, for real.
A lot of people thought Charleston was taking it too far when he brought Yella's daughter into the beef, but Charleston said,
there was a 1-month-old baby shot in the head in Chicago. How can we be so offended by motherfuckers saying that ugly little bitch, but we watch kids die by the hands of these gangbangers year after year, homie, and we never be that offended?
King Yella lives in Las Vegas now, and so Charleston White that he was gonna catch him if he came to the city. But what King Yella forgot is that Charleston isn't in the streets. He's not afraid to get the cops involved with the situation. Charleston actually called the Las Vegas Police Department and reported Yella for making threats against him.
My name is Charleston White, and I'm a well-known community activist out of Fort Worth, Texas. I do a lot of stop the violence. I speak out against gang violence. I do a lot of speaking out against black-on-black crime. So I get a lot of threats from the gang members. There's one in particular by the name of King Yella.
Then Charleston told Say Cheese TV that he thought Yella was on probation and he'd get locked up. But it turned out that Yella wasn't on probation anymore. So instead, Charleston took it a step further and called Yella's parole officer.
There's one in particular by the name of King Yella that I was told he's on probation out of Las Vegas, but he's a well-known, influential, powerful Chicago gang leader. And he's making threats online about when I come to Las Vegas. Now, I come to Las Vegas a lot. I travel with family, and I get booked for shows.
Ain't no way this is real.
And this guy has went on a major platform and made terroristic threats and said that he's going to bring physically and bodily harm to me when I come to Las Vegas. And so I wanted to notify his probation or his parole officer of the case that this guy is so free-willing and saying that he's going to break the law and cause physically harm to another individual.
Yella backed down after that, even though he got clowned for it. And a couple years later, Yella said that Charleston was crazy and he doesn't want any smoke with him.
That man is crazy, man. I don't even want no smoke with him. That man called the police on me.
And after Charleston embarrassed Yella and made him stop talking, he went after another Chicago rapper.
Jeez.
Bam Kevo admitted that he spent over
He ain't crazy. He playing the game.
spent on one woman was $12K.
How much you think you spent total
On pussy? Probably about $150, $200,000. No cap, I ain't gonna lie.
When Charleston White heard about how much money Bam Kevo was spending to get laid, he did an interview with Say Cheese TV and clowned him like crazy.
I don't love my dick that much. I don't love pleasure that much to get nobody $12,000, nigga. And all I get is a nut. That's a sucker to me. I don't care how much money you got, nigga, you a sucker.
Charleston also sent shots at Bam Kevo for getting cosmetic surgery. Kevo had surgery to remove the fat from his body. And Charleston claims that all of his muscles are fake too. Bam Kevo clapped back and made fun of the women Charleston hooks up with in Charleston's crazy eyes.
Charleston White ain't hitting the type of hoes I'm hitting. So of course Charleston can get those girls that Charleston get, they free. You don't need $1 to hit them type of females. So I understand that when Charleston comes off, once he gets on this level, once he cross sides, then he'll kind of understand. Right now, he can't see this side. He barely can see anyways.
Charleston didn't back down at all though. He started dissing Bam Kevo even more.
He talking like he built like Van Kevin. Oh, he talking like they eating healthy. Well, if they was eating healthy, why did he have to get the BBL? If he was eating healthy.
No, that's a very good point.
And we don't got no workout video.
Damn.
Maintaining the muscles.
Damn.
It's styrofoam and silicone. He the human Ken doll.
Charleston calling Kevo's muscles fake must have really got under his skin, because Kevo allegedly sent Charleston videos of himself working out in the middle of the night. That's when Charleston took the disrespect to a whole new level and sent Bandman Kevo a dick pic.
I sent him a picture of my dick. Yeah,
You sent Bandman
I
picture of
sent
your...
that a picture of my dick. That nigga sent me some pictures of him lifting weights, showing off his muscles. I sent him a picture of my muscles. That big old.
Oh no.
Charleston would do anything to win the beat, so Bandman Kevo just stopped responding and tried to move on. It wasn't a good look for Bandman Kevo at all, but the beef never got that serious. A few months later, Charleston White was on a live stream with Aiden Ross, and Aiden called up Bandman Kevo. Charleston and Kevo joked about the situation and made it clear that their problems were never that deep. Charleston and Kevo never got close to throwing hands, but Charleston could have been in some real trouble after he started beefing with two gangster rappers and their sons too. It all started when Kanye West wore a White Lives Matter t-shirt. A lot of people thought it was a weird move, and Lil Boosie hopped on Twitter and aired Kanye out for it. He said that Kanye was using his platform to shit on his own race, and that Kanye should bleach his skin all white. Then Charleston jumped into the situation and aired Boosie out like crazy. He said that Boosie and other gangster rappers are responsible for way more destruction than Kanye, and that Kanye was even trying to free Larry Hoover from prison while all the gangster rappers were quiet about the situation. Charleston didn't stop there though. He also called out Boosie's son, Tootie Raw, and T.I.'s son, King. King clapped back on IG Live and called Charleston a bitch and said he was gonna whoop his ass when he saw him.
Charleston White, you was a bitch, boy. Man, we was about to whoop your ass when you come back down here from telling.
King always acts like he's from the streets, even though he grew up as a millionaire. But Charleston doesn't care about looking tough. And after King said he was gonna put hands on him, Charleston went on live and called out T.I. for how he was raising his son.
Yeah, that nigga T.I. son say, nigga, I'll whoop your old ass. Now, T.I., you raising these kind of little yellow motherfuckers? You got a yellow motherfucker, look how your son look, talking about he'll jump on a 50-something-year-old nigga.
Charleston made it clear he wasn't trying to throw hands with anyone and said that he would shoot King in the throat if he attacked him.
Say, T.I., if your boy jump on me, y'all will bury that yellow motherfucker. I shoot him right in his goddamn throat.
That's when T.I. decided to get involved with the situation and started sending shots at Charleston.
Whatever grown man fix their face to talk about a fucking child, you was a nigga. Nigga, come deal with the daddy. Come deal with the daddy, man.
T.I. also dissed him on the track Step and raps, first your master got you, then them whites in Charleston bought you, to the point you think folk on IG care about you. And what a day. My son responds to what a fuck niggas say. I end up on the internet going back and forth with a J. Use a never was, suck a dick to get a dub, nigga. So then Charleston clapped back and called T.I. a snitch. Back in the day, T.I. got booked for possession of 3 unregistered machine guns and 2 silencers. T.I. was already a convicted felon and was facing 10 years in prison for the guns, but he pretty much skated on the case and only had to serve a few months. The whole situation was sketchy, and Charleston called T.I. out for it.
That man say he a 7-time convicted felon in one song. 7 convicted felons. How many niggas said 7 convicted felons? How you get caught with all these got guns? How?
I ain't hear about this.
Deal? You can't even find his records nowhere on this. What deal can you possibly make with the FBI with all these military weapons, silencers, homie? As many as he had with 7 convicted felons.
After that, T.I. pretty much dropped the beef completely, and it was clear he didn't want any more smoke with Charleston. T.I. tried to squash the issues during a phone call with Charleston, but Charleston called him a bitch right after it went down, and T.I. never responded.
Yeah, just got off phone with that bitch ass nigga T.I. Yeah, nigga, you don't get to dictate nothing, nigga.
When Boosie got asked about what he thought about Charleston going after his son, Boosie said he wasn't gonna speak on it because his opinion could get him locked up.
I ain't really got no opinion on him because, you know, my opinion can send me to prison.
Boosie said he didn't want Tootie Raw going back and forth with Charleston neither, but Tootie didn't listen and ended up getting locked up. T.I. was throwing a paperwork party to prove that he didn't snitch on the case, so Charleston White pulled up and clowned T.I. and his group. After that, Boosie's son Tootie Raw allegedly sent threats to Charleston in his DMs. So Charleston sent Tootie Raw's picture to the cops and told him that he was running around with guns. A month later, Tootie Raw got booked on gun and drug charges, and Boosie claimed that Charleston was the reason Tootie got locked up.
You saw Tootie Raw got locked up? Yeah, I'm the one that had the police lock him up. I sent his picture to the Department of Public Safety.
Then in June 2023, Boosie got booked by the feds, and Charleston went live to clown him about the situation. Boosie got out a few months later and went on Vlad TV to talk about it. Vlad revealed that Boosie actually asked him not to interview Charleston again.
Now, I remember you had called me and you said, hey, man, as a friend, I'm asking you not to interview Charleston anymore because he said some shit about my kids.
Yeah.
Boosie said he wasn't going to beef with Charleston because he didn't want to end up in jail. But then Boosie allegedly tried to threaten a promoter in Baton Rouge who booked Charleston White for a comedy show. It's not clear what really went down, but Charleston claimed he's got a recorded phone call where the promoter said he was scared for his life because Boosie was going to send shooters at him.
I got a recorded phone conversation with witnesses on the phone saying the promoter is scared for his life, that he got to live in Baton Rouge, that Boosie go send them people to get you. He said he can't have the show because Boosie goes. I said, nigga, I just hired the police. The promoter scared me.
Charleston said he was going to get the FBI involved with the situation, and Boosie backed down because he knew that Charleston could really get him jammed up. Charleston also didn't stop dissing T.I. and his son King though. In November 2023, T.I. performed at an Atlanta Falcons game. Then while T.I. and his family were watching the game from a private suite, King started talking about how tough his childhood was. Everyone knows King wasn't anywhere near the streets because his parents were both millionaires. So T.I. and his wife Tiny started clowning King and said he used a pacifier until he was 12 years old. King kept getting more and more heated, and the situation almost got physical. After it went down, Charleston said T.I. should have kicked King's ass a long time ago.
God damn it, I told T.I. he should have kicked that boy ass last year. If T.I. would have kicked that boy ass last year, that boy wouldn't have had to jack him up today.
T.I. definitely didn't want Charleston talking about his kids, but he knew he couldn't win the beef with him, so he never even responded. Charleston got a lot of hate for dissing King Von after he died, and now the same thing is happening with Julio Fulio. Before Fulio died, Charleston started dissing him for trying to copy NBA Youngboy.
Yeah, this little George-looking little motherfucker, Julio Fulio. 6 motherfuckers that went 5 months, ain't made a peep by nobody. We ain't heard nothing from this nigga.
I ain't go front. When Julio Fulio died and Charleston White got on, I think it was Twitter, man grabbed the phone, recorded it. My son looked into the camera and said, that boy worked hard to die. I ain't gonna hold you. I've never heard a quote like that a day in my life. That boy worked hard to die. Yo.
No music. Now all of a sudden this little ugly son of a bitch, yeah, nigga look like a bad pair of patent leather shoes, little black motherfucker. Heard you say, I mean, ain't nothing. Man, this motherfucker make a song so disgusting. Talking about shit, man. That man, fuck these little young dumb rappers, man.
Fulio clapped back on IG Live and said he was gonna knock Charleston's old ass out. But before the beef went any further, Fulio was tragically shot and killed while he was celebrating his birthday. After he died, Charleston dissed him even more and said that people in Jacksonville should celebrate his death.
Celebrate his death?
Damn.
Fulio's biggest op is a rapper named Young and Ace. And after Fulio died, Ace dropped some crazy diss tracks against him. A lot of people thought Ace should move on and stop dissing. But Charleston said Ace should keep dropping tracks and make Fulio's mama cry even more.
Tell Young and Ace to make another badass diss song about it. Don't stop, Young and Ace. Keep it going. Make a man run his ass. Make his mama cry some more.
Most of the rappers that Charleston beefs with don't even try to confront him in person because they know Charleston is ready to call the cops for backup. But when Charleston embarrassed his next rapper, he proved he could handle the situation without the police. Soulja Boy has never been a gangster rapper or even affiliated with the streets. But a few years ago, he started claiming the Fruitown Pyrus. There's an old video of Soulja Boy pulling up to Fruitown to prove he's really from the hood. He tries to put his arm around one of the members who's actually from the gang, but the dude immediately pushes him away and tells Soulja to get off of him. So it's pretty obvious he was just doing it for the clout. Charleston aired Soulja Boy out for faking the street affiliations and said he should never talk about ops because it's never been about that life.
I want to remind Soulja Boy, you ain't got no motherfucking ops, nigga. And watch him you. Remember you was on your tiptoes, nigga. Remember you was a tiptoeing nigga ass nigga. Yeah, nigga, you ain't got no motherfucking ops, nigga. Nothing about you was street.
Soulja clapped back on IG Live and told Charleston to keep his name out of his mouth. But this time the beef didn't just stay on social media. A few weeks later, Charleston was in Miami when Soulja Boy and his crew rolled up on him. They tried to surround Charleston, but then Charleston pulled out a can of pepper spray and maced everybody. And right after it went down, Charleston went live on IG and clowned Soulja Boy over the situation. Soulja Boy said that Charleston was afraid of him and allegedly started sending threats online again. So Charleston posted a video of himself filing a police report against Soulja and his homies. Then Charleston told Cheese TV,
and this is what they told me about Soulja Boy. Since Soulja Boy want to be a Fruitown Compton Pyru so bad, he's been entered into the database as one.
Everyone knows that Soulja Boy isn't really affiliated with the Pyrus in Compton like he claims. But since he's in the gang database now, he can be charged with gang crimes, and any other charges he gets can be enhanced because of his gang ties. Charleston also stood his ground with a Dallas rapper named Trap Boy Freddy. Charleston said he knows everybody in West Dallas, and he doesn't care about anybody from the hood. Trap Boy Freddy's been in the streets since he was a kid, and was hustling so hard, he even got his own apartment when he was just 14 years old. At one point, he got arrested 12 times in 6 months. Freddy's been involved with all kinds of wild situations. A lot of people wouldn't want to beef with Freddy in his own city, but Charleston sent shots at him and didn't back down when Freddy's crew tried to press him. And after it went down, Charleston hopped on social media to clown Trap Boy Freddy and said he was pressing charges against him too.
All you Trap Boy, and I'm gonna press charges. Because one thing I know, Trap Boy Freddy, you just got out on federal probation. You can't have no run-in with the law. I got your name on the report number as it's making a threat. It's called in concert. To 2 or more committing crimes together in the state of Texas.
Yo.
It's called a concert, y'all.
Charleston White is undefeated.
In Texas that Charleston had issues with, and he proved that he's really not afraid of anybody in the rap game when he started taking shots at Jay Prince. Jay Prince owns Rap-A-Lot Records and is one of the most feared OGs in the game. Back in the day, Jay Prince allegedly beat a massive investigation from the DEA by paying off a presidential candidate named Al Gore. Jay Prince's crew is under investigation for allegedly running drugs all over the country. But the whole case got dropped, and an agent testified that he stopped the investigation because he was afraid of the DEA agents working on it were in danger. Jay Prince probably has more clout in Texas than anyone else in the game, but that didn't stop Charleston from dissing him. Charleston said that nobody cares about Jay Prince in Dallas and aired him out for not giving back to the community.
We not afraid of Jay Prince up here in Dallas. He ain't had no influence up here. His sons, none of that shit. Mob ties don't exist up here because when the police kill some, where is mob ties? When we need murder solved in the community and these niggas kill babies, where is mob ties? When the women is getting beat and raped
Where is mob ties, homie? Where's mob ties for the community program? Nigga, fuck mob ties, nigga.
Jay Prince Charleston directly. Instead, he allegedly blackballed Charleston and Houston and got one of his shows canceled. Even the cops backed down from Jay Prince, but Charleston made it clear that he was ready for all the smoke. Jay Prince allegedly tried to reach out and squash the beef, but Charleston wasn't trying to make peace, and he's been dissing Jay Prince and his whole family ever since. Charleston doesn't just beef with street rappers though. Back in 2021, Lil Yachty released his own line of nail polish, and Charleston aired him out about it on Say Cheese TV.
Yeah, niggas will sell their soul for a general. He wears it. Yeah, somebody done fuck
He wears the nails.
Yeah. You catch a man with nail polish on, somebody done push that shit in.
Charleston said he doesn't even want his son listening to Lil Yachty because of the nail polish.
Yeah, I don't want no part of no Lil Yachty. And if I catch my boy listening to Lil Yachty, we gonna sit down and have a long discussion.
Yachty never responded to what Charleston said though, and he even brought Charleston on his podcast. That turned out to be a bad move for Yachty though, because Charleston was about to embarrass him on his own platform. Charleston tried to talk to Yachty about kids who fall into the streets, and Yachty told him that kids have way more resources now than they did back in the day.
Well, I think that's back in the day. I feel like kids nowadays just got so much more resources.
Charleston called Yachty out immediately and let him know how many kids are literally starving in America right now. Yachty tried to say that kids still have more resources because of social media. Then Charleston aired him out for being so rich that he lost touch with reality.
How long you been rich, nigga?
8 years.
You lost touch with reality.
Yachty actually agreed with Charleston by the end of the argument.
I won't disagree.
Yeah, you lost touch with reality.
I tell him all the time.
If you think kids have resources.
What? What'd you say?
I tell him all the time.
And after the podcast came out, people were clowning Yachty for getting schooled like that on his own platform. Charleston also got into it with the rapper he used to be cool with, YSL Woody. YSL Woody's better known for his affiliation to Young Thug.
They ain't cool no more?
Everyone thinks that Woody snitched on Thug and helped police build a RICO case against him. Woody claims he never snitched. He just gave police fake information to point them in the wrong direction. He even testified in the trial, but mostly refused to cooperate. After testifying, Woody dropped his first single, I Don't Recall. At one point, YSL Woody and Charleston White seemed to have a good relationship. In an interview with FYBJ Main, Woody said that Charleston hit him up and offered to fly him out and show him around.
So what he did was he called me, and he also like, hey man, you let me meet your family. I'm gonna fly you out here to meet my family and show you around town.
They linked up to do content and appeared in a few YouTube videos together.
That's what I seen them.
Long after, Woody said he lost respect for Charleston. In an interview with No Jumper, Woody said that after they met, Charleston was doing interviews dissing him and calling him a killer. But when they met in person, he didn't have the same energy. Charleston clapped back in an interview with Say Cheese TV where he called Woody disloyal and accused him of snitching on Thug. After that, they started going back and forth dissing each other in interviews, and when Charleston got arrested, Woody was celebrating on social media. When he got out, Charleston took the beef to a whole different level by dissing Woody's disabled daughter.
Woody got a retarded daughter. Yeah, Woody got a retarded baby. Nigga, my baby ain't retarded. Nigga, my baby graduated at 16. Woody got an autistic retarded daughter with a wooden leg.
He even admitted that he was trying to get Woody to crash out and do something to him, but Charleston would call the police and have him arrested.
Oh, that's how it end? Oh, I ain't going front, bro. I think when it's all said and done, we can honestly say that this man Charleston White has lived a full life, bro. From beefing with rappers to moguls to the big dogs and gangsters, niggas that don't even rap, bro. Damn, that ended quick, bro. But this was the times Charleston White has clowned gangster rappers, bro. So far, it seems like Charleston White is undefeated. I'ma holler at you guys. Hit the like and subscribe button for more content. Man, crazy, bro. Uncle Ruckus has lost his mind. We gone.